Hello. Today's intention for our practice is to be free. So let's get started. Hello, welcome to day 41 of our Intentions Instead of Resolutions yoga journey. And it's hard to believe that it's already day 41. The year has really flown by. But today's intention is to be free. Now, being free means many things. And with yoga, we want to feel freedom within the movement. And we want that to move forward into our everyday lives. So take what you can from that little bit of information and try to see how that will impact you. So no one's the same. Not every person is the same. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with a deep breathing exercise. And what we want to do is we're going to breathe in for a count of 5, hold for a count of 5, but then breathe out for a count of 7. So we really want to try to empty our lungs when we're on the exhale. Now you can close your eyes when you do this. It'll help you to feel a little bit more freedom if you're not staring out at the screen. So let's start now. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now all together, just take a really deep breath in. You want to fill your abdomen with air. Reach the crown of your head up to the sky and breathe out. So that should allow you to feel very zen. Now we're going to go to our knees and we're going to be in table, but today we're going to make our table wide. So you want your knees to be as wide as your mat, but your hands will still be underneath your shoulders. I'm going to move mine back a little bit. And we're going to do a cat-cow while in this wide-legged form. But don't feel like you have to do it straight, like straight into cow and then straight into cat. You can move to the left or to the right and find a little bit of freedom within that movement. But we're not going to do it according to which direction I say to go. Really just take a deep breath in and go into your cow, really digging into the mat with your feet and your hands, and breathe out as you go into cat. So you really want to have a bend in your spine. And breathing in for cow and out for cat. Breathe in for cow and out for cat. Breathe in for cow and out for cat. Now that we're back in cat position, we're going to reach forward with our hands and tuck your chin to your chest. We're going to spend a couple of seconds here in extended child's pose, getting a really good stretch in our shoulders. Take a deep breath in and out. Now raise up or rise up a bit. Bring your hands back, and we're going to curl our toes under and peel our tailbone up into down dog. Now we're going to make sure our legs are spread apart, and we're going to take our left hand and we're going to go into a twist. So you want to take your left hand and reach for the outside of your right leg and maybe look under your right arm. Then go ahead and release that, and we're going to step up to the front of our mat to a forward fold. And then rise up halfway to flat back and lower and sweep our arms up and overhead to volcano pose. So you want to have your hands really wide as if you're holding a beach ball, and you want to feel like your feet are digging into your floor and trying to tear it in half. Now we're going to lower our hands and we're going to stand here in mountain pose. And we're going to be going into a high lunge from this posture. So you don't want to feel like it's going to be really hard to get into that high lunge. So we're going to practice stepping back with our left foot a couple of times. Now you don't want your heel to come in contact with the mat. You want to try to keep it elevated. So we're going to step back and back up. Step back a little farther and back up. Now the third time is the charm. We're going to step back and go in deep into a bend of that right leg. High lunge. Now we don't have our hands up above our heads, and we're not going to, but we are going to place our hands together in prayer position. Then we're going to ball our left hand into a fist, place your right hand on top of it, and go up and across so that your elbow is on the outside of your right thigh. And then try to twist to where you're looking up at the sky. Now we're going to release that, hands to the mat, and we're going to step back that right foot, and we're going to do the same sequence on the other side. So this time, we're going to have that wide down dog again. We're going to take our right hand, and we're going to reach towards the outside of that left leg, and then peer underneath your left arm. Then place the hand back on the mat, step up, forward fold, rise up halfway, and lower, and sweep your arms up and overhead, volcano pose. And again, feeling really firm in your stance. Your legs are trying to tear your mat and your floor apart. Suck your navel to your spine. Then lower your hands. You can wiggle your fingers as you go down. That helps a little bit with circulation. Back to that mountain position. Take a deep breath in and out. Now we're going to step back with our right foot. So we're going to step back a little bit and back up. Then we're going to step back a little bit farther. Try to keep your heel up. I was bad. I let mine come down. And step back up. And this time, 3 times is a charm. The right foot goes back farther. My left knee is still a little stiff. And now we're in that high lunge. Now we're going to take our right hand. Oh, we're going to do a prayer position first. I'm focusing in on that left knee when I need to focus in on my yoga. Now we're going to ball that right hand into a fist, place the left hand on top of it, and reaching up and over to where your right elbow is on the outside of that left thigh, and twisting to look up to the sky. Then releasing that to the mat, back up to our down dog. Then we're going to lower our knees to the mat. Come back into a hero pose. Take a deep breath in and out. Now we're going to go into a standing position. So get up to your feet, whichever way is the easiest. We don't want to make things hard when we practice yoga. We want everything to have ease, especially when we're trying to find freedom within that movement. Now we're going to place our feet pretty far apart, not quite into splits. Then we're going to reach our hands up and out, star pose. Now, when we go into a star pose, you really want to feel like you can reach up to the sky with your hands. So that should activate the arm muscles. And you should also get a good stretch in your shoulder joint. And now, while we're in our star pose, we are going to lower that right hand to touch our left foot while our left hand goes up in the sky. Come back up and then twist to the right, left hand reaching the right foot, back up to the left side again. Move from center. You want to keep your navel sucked to your spine. That'll help give you support. To the right side, and one more time to both sides. Over to the right, back up, and to the, I said right side, right hand to the left, now left hand to the right, and back up. Now we're going to bring our hands together in prayer position, and we're going to go into a wide-legged forward fold. For this, we want to move our feet so that our arches are facing one another, so you want to make sure that they're straight. And we're going to place our hands on our waist and lower halfway to a flat back. This is going to help activate the muscles in our back. And if you have your navel sucked to your spine, it helps to support your lower back. Now we can continue all the way down or just stay here. Now, when you go down to a wide-legged forward fold, if you can get your hands to the mat, you want to try to make sure they're in line with your arches. I'm going to go a little bit wider. Then you can reach for the mat with the crown of your head. And as we raise back up, we want to do it slowly. So bring your head up just a bit. Take your hands and place them at your waist. And then slowly come up to that flat back. And from center, back up to that wide-legged stance. Now we're going to heel toe our feet back to the center, shake it out a little bit. That felt a little less like freedom and more like a really hard thing being done to our legs. But it's great for our health and for our circulation. So now we're going to go back to our backs or down to the mat into our backs. We're going to lower and then reach our feet up to the sky. And we're just going to point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Then we're going to go into a happy baby. Now, this may not be something that you enjoy, but it's really good just to let go of our adult responsibilities and just for a moment and just to feel young again. So we're going to grab the outside of our feet and you want to reach towards the opposite end of your mat with your tailbone. And you want to pull your hands down while your feet are pushing up. So we're getting some resistance. And we're going to sit here for a moment, take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. You can release that, grab your knees and hug them to your chest. Then we're going to place our feet on the mat with our feet slightly apart. They're not going to be side by side. And we're going to let our knees just fall to the right side of the mat. Then come back up and let them fall to the left. And then back up and fall to the right. And then back up and fall to the left. Now we're going to spread our legs out and we're going to end this practice in Shavasana. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. Let every muscle in your body relax. And start thinking about how you're going to try to find a little more freedom as you go into the week ahead. Whether it just be in how you move or in how you behave. And allow yourself to feel that freedom. And hopefully that will help you go forward through the week with some positivity. So I'll see you again next time. Bye.